Now let's return to our main story. About 189 military personnel have been deployed to Salisbury to help in the investigation into the attempted murder of the Russian double agent and his daughter. Let's speak via webcam now to James Milnes, who's former Chief of Staff for the UK Defence Chemical, Biological, Radiation and Nuclear Wing. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Why do we need the military on the streets of Salisbury at this stage, do you think?
The military train in conjunction with the emergency services on a regular basis in order to prepare for potential events like this within the UK. So I think a military presence actually should be giving people confidence that all our emergency and military organisations can work together in order to bring about an effective clearance operation to make Salisbury safe again.
I'll ask you what you think these teams are going to be doing on the basis that you know most of them. You ran that department.
Yeah, so the teams will be deploying onto the ground. They'll be working within the hot zone inside the cordon. They'll no doubt be conducting a site recce to understand what, if any, contamination is still on the ground. They'll then undertake decontamination drills in order to clean the area to such a point where they're confident that there is no residual contamination. The vehicles and other assets that will be taken away, again, will be contained, cleaned and disposed of in an appropriate manner.
James, do you think they probably already know what sort of contamination they're looking at?
I wouldn't like to speculate, but the teams at Porton Down are exceptionally professional and know what they're doing. Clearly, we don't know who or why this event has happened, and the aim of the game, for want of a better term, that you can't actually pin it to any organisation, which is going to make life very difficult for the scientists to actually identify the substance that's been used.
And one of the reasons these are the right people to be on the streets of Salisbury at this time is they've actually recently had a simulated rehearsal of something very similar. This was a unit that was disbanded not long ago, wasn't it?
Sorry, which unit was disbanded?
Wasn't one of the chemical units disbanded at one point? We were hearing from our defence correspondent a little earlier.
So the capability remains extant, and hence why it's known as a defence capability. So whilst units are changed over and moved around, and the personnel change and the responsibility for delivering that capability changes around, but it's very much a defence capability rather than necessarily being tied to cap badges or individual units.
Inevitably, people who see military on the streets of a British city, some wearing the outfits that they have to wear, will feel slightly uncomfortable with that. But how should they feel seeing that?
I think they should take great confidence. That our military teams train extremely hard, both for responses here in the UK, but they also train for the overseas activities that they potentially need to undertake. They're using, in very many ways, the same equipment that the police forces and ambulance response units are using. So whilst it might look military, the capability is there to protect the operators, and therefore, whilst it may look scary, it's not. It's there for the personal protection of the individuals operating in the hot zone.
James Milnes, I'm most grateful for your time. Thank you very much.